welcome to anyone who joins. We are taking a break from Rocket League for the moment to play some Path of Exile 2 Hardcore Solo Self-Found. For those of you that don't know, I have about 2,500 hours in Path of Exile 2 since December the year before last, so it's been out for about a year.
I'm glad to see it.
I do enjoy the game very much.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to be giving it a good attempt on hardcore solo self-found, which means if we die, our character goes to standard. We are not interested in playing this character if it dies, so we're just going to delete it. Now I could skip past all these trash mobs, and I think I might actually do that, to be honest. It's just a bit quicker to sort of progress. How much gold we got? 11k. So we should be able to get set up for the early game quite nicely. And I think
Now this might be just what I need.
what is going on here? No, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, so if you want to quick put your gem into a skill socket, press Control left click. I was pressing Shift or Alt or some retarded shit like that. We don't really need to kill everything to do the tutorial boss. I think you can level up to level 2 just by killing everything in the tutorial area, but it's not necessary. We haven't allocated our rolling slam, but I don't really care. We're not going to be using.
Stay back! Don't do this!
We're not going to be using rolling slam. I want to bring him out into the middle so I can completely get the kite around. That's weird. That's what heal up. So on our last character, we were playing a Amazon. I shot, which I'd kind of like to do again, but I've been playing Amazon on my solo self-found character up to level 98, so I'm a little bit burnt out from playing Amazon. I just thought I'd go warrior. I haven't really got too much experience with the warrior side of the tree, or the classes or ascendancies in general. I've played a Smith of Katava into endgame, but I didn't take it too far. And I haven't played Warbringer or Titan, so I was thinking of doing Titan for this run, and maybe just rocking a bow or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Possibly a quarterstaff. So we'll see what we can do here. If we're going to go quarterstaff, we probably want to like go down this side of the tree and grab projectile damage. That's not very useful. Yeah, this is a pretty good node. It's just a lot of early game damage. So if we come down here and take that, that can be our early game damage, and then potentially we could path this way and take a bunch of stuff over here, because if we go quarterstaff, we'll eventually want to end up here to take this, which is a little bit of pathing to do. So I think the most efficient way to do that, aside from going through here, is probably just to go through this way. So we'll be stacking loads of attributes to begin with, which is fine. And the question is, do we want to even play armor? .5% of maximum life per second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Yeah. Okay, well we're gonna go with that. I think we're gonna skip the starting nodes.
Father!
It's a wicked sword. There's a beast. Not
Even though it would be somewhat helpful.
anything take your fancy? What
That
am I
seems
finding?
good. Get a bit of energy shield now. Life and regen.
That'll
Why not?
keep you alive.
Let's see what we can find for gloves. I already have lightning res. Life and fire res. With a bit of evasion.
A fine
Why not?
choice.
Alright, let's find some boots that have movement speed. Oh, very nice. Movement speed boots, off to a good start. No belts for sale yet, so
Stick
that's
to the
fine.
carrots.
Anyway,
Count must die
get rid of
for
rolling
what he has
slam
done
and
to
we'll cut
us.
ourselves. I guess glacial lance is a good way to start. Get a bit of cold res. We got some gear that we. What level is this? 41. If we do use a transmute on this, there's a really good chance it's going to roll a mod that we can't actually wear, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. We could play a bow. We could play with a bow. This is a decent leveling bow. But, you know. Alright. Yeah, we could play with a bow, but we just spent our skill gem on a quarterstaff skill, so.
I've collected these over time.
Ooh, do we take that?
What do you think?
I kinda don't want to spend the gold on it. It's probably gonna get
We will survive this.
probably gonna
I
get
swear
replaced
it.
pretty quickly. But we will buy some of these.
Goodbye.
And I'll do something like this. Yep. I mean, we probably don't need to do that now. Just these will be fine, but in like Act 4 and beyond, it's nice to carry crafting currencies with you because you'll just be picking up a lot of items with the potential upgrades. There's sort of thresholds where items will roll with higher maximum resistances than before. I think in Act 2 it's around item level 25. At that point resistances can roll, I think, up to 25. Before that they could only roll up to 20. So what I like to do in Act 2 is try and upgrade my weapon at any stage, but I'll hold off on the gear upgrades unless I'm really struggling with some shitty gear. I'll hold off on the gear upgrades until I hit level 25 or area level 25, and that way I'm going to be spending a limited amount of crafting currencies on gear. I have a chance to actually roll res mods that are going to benefit me like into Act 4 and possibly beyond if I don't find anything better. And the good thing about rolling higher res on gear pieces, besides the obvious reason of being closer to cap, is that it alleviates pressure on other pieces of gear that you might have a ring that's got really good damage on it and it's got attributes and it's got life or something like that, but it's got no resistances, so sometimes not worth taking, especially with HCSSF. But if you already have pretty good resistance, found for the most part is that resistances in the campaign are helpful. You don't need to be capped, you often won't be. Probably the best way to approach it is just to have a knowledge of what fights are upcoming and what is the most important resistance to have. You know, some common ones, you're going to have a good amount of cold resistance or higher cold resistance in Act 1 boss for Geonor. When you get into Act 2, the Act boss, you want to have a lot of lightning resistance. I think we're going to have to start with a bit of Dex and Ints just to balance our attributes out. If we're going to be using 4-star skills, we will be needing a decent amount of... Let's get a check on this yeah, so with the resistances, you can prepare by having the appropriate resistance for the upcoming encounter. In Act 2, some of the bosses lead up to the Act boss do a lot of fire damage, so I'm gonna check this 5 Dex. It's whatever. We could sell it. So I'm going to skip the mud burrow and just press on. I think since we've already got gear, it's okay to skip the mud burrow and get a support gem from it, but not too fussed about having stuff right now. I mean, we are 3-shotting mobs, which is not great. If we get lucky and we pick up a striking, not quarter star, I think it's just quarter star. If it's like the middle one, it's got higher base damage. Then it's really nice. We would be 3-shotting mobs in this area. At least we'll be able to upgrade our flasks now if we find the entrances. I'm just gonna kill the mobs around this encounter. Okay. Don't really want to get third parties. They really need to fix this. They should not be like this roof should not be visible when I'm inside.
Seems no one is safe from corruption.
Yeah, so we'll end up selling those things. Keep looking around. This is probably not the fastest way to get through this area, but I like to find the entrance for the Grim Tangle just to save myself a little bit of headache coming through here, or if I, a little bit longer. In Red Val, the instance doesn't reset. I don't think there's anything here. So we find the entrance to Grim Tangle, get the waypoint. We could do the optional boss actually, because why not? It's a pretty easy boss fight. We find the entrance to Grim Tangle. And we need the waypoint here so that when we can do this once we can come back. Just a little checklist of what things you need to do in each area, and that will help you sort of progress through the game
There'll be no passage here
without having to go back, or even worst case scenario is forgetting to get something like a permanent buff and then not remembering to go back and then just having an extra difficult time in game. So we're trying to avoid that by just having like a little checklist of what each area has to offer. And It's something that comes with game knowledge. Like I've spent multiple playthroughs when I first started. Full clearing every area just to make sure that I haven't missed anything. And there's no like permanent things here, like it's an optional boss that just drops gear and XP, but we're not in a rush. I think just because we're only at level 1 starter weapon, fighting this. This is an extremely weird layout of the Grell wood. I'm in two minds about whether I like the fact that there's like changing layouts. I would almost rather things be in the same position. They talk about it being like replayable, which to an extent is, but a lot of the time I'll go in a certain direction because that's where I found it before, and it just ends up being the opposite side. It might just be a little personal thing where I just get annoyed if things aren't really meant to be. They're not really meant to be there, it's just what I'm used to. So, the mob's not really good at attacking moving targets. If I was to stand there in the first tank, I'll probably need to use pods to potentially die. So, just gonna find the waypoint. Get to didn't do the
strange energy.
we can get temper chests from two areas, Mudburrow and the Churchill area. Jeez, it's still fast. Yeah, we should be fine here. Alright, so let's find the entrance to Red Vale. Depends what we find first. If we find the entrance to Red Vale, we'll probably just press on. If we find the optional boss, we'll probably just do that. To a choke point. Alright, here's the optional boss. May as well do it. He's got one attack that needs to be done, but does telegraph it quite well. It's not good. Probably a one shot if you don't do that. I'm just going to run through the Chaos Orbs to make it disappear. anything useful. We can actually take this if we want. For 1 point, we get 10 strength and a bit of regen. Might be helpful. And then we can just carry on through here. There's probably some nodes around here that have some merit. So I have a rough idea of what I want the tree to look like, but
These were not my ancestors.
we can
Respect
probably get
their
another
valor.
cool stuff skill. Well, what about just contagion? Yeah, that might work. That might work pretty well. I think contagion's going to be pretty useful here. There's a lot of trash mobs. We probably won't be using it beyond like level 5, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't played a contagion build
They
before,
still
but
defend their land.
it's sort of
Even after
easy
all
way to
this
cheese
time.
on early game. We should have casted the creep. Bring him over to the mob. Probably should use a better weapon. Damage is okay. There's no way. I was just thinking to myself, how useful would a crimson amulet be? And one actually dropped. Although I do like having a little bit of mana regen, because that's one of the problems I had when I was playing.
There's one of those
Glacial Cascade. I mean, without any support gen, it's not that bad. It can be opposed to get some supports to it. I think I'll go with I'll take this. I don't think so. I don't think... it can't be a bad thing, right? Like, it seems too good not to take, to be honest. I don't know where the last one is. But
Who
it
is
should be
that?
somewhere down here. Oh, hang on. We could actually have an upgrade
I've
here.
nowhere to keep that.
What the fuck is that noise? Hang on 1 second. Apologies for the delay. Oh, one
My
coin stuff.
satchel is full.
That's what we want. Okay, this is probably going to be better than what we have. Not helpful. Give us increased fizz 46%. It's so bad. Like actually so bad. Let's do a little pit stop at the base. See if we can buy something from the vendor. We'll get rid of all of our unnecessary stuff first. Also sell our flasks and upgrade. It's actually better than a default one. I won't use currency on a medium mana flask just yet. Nothing's really like clear upgrade. Although this is pretty good. Just cold resistance. We'll probably end up having better
Take
things
Stick to the carrots.
before we reach GNR, so the cold resistance is a bit of a like meh. Sell these flasks. Am I going to use this? Probably not. Although
Stick to the carrots.
what I can do is just keep that here for like a low level character.
Anything take your fancy?
Alright, here we go.
One
That's
of my
much
finest.
better. We could go ahead and put sockets and all that sort of stuff on there, but I don't want to use that at a point in the game where I'm honestly not struggling at all. The content is pretty easy at the beginning, especially if you have even just, you know, this gear, like 2 mods on each thing that are all useful. It's easy enough. Flasks, continue on. Yeah, we're just gonna find that last. Just gonna beat the boss here, so let's get the boss involved. Alright, immediately we're doing better damage. Must be somewhere here. Bring them this way. We could potentially do shape shifting, but I wasn't completely swept away by the druid. I played a little bit, but not really my preference. I'm also not a warrior player. Normally I play things like Invoker or Amazon. Also Amazon or Ranger. Attack as well. always a bit of a loot explosion from this guy. I'll take that as well. Can't identify items yet. Oh. Yep.
Here are your spikes. I would take a look if you
Friendly's done a
I might use the guards. Add cold damage with life. Yep, why not?
please. Stay safe. If you
Level
can.
3 gem. Just take the bell. Why not? Check that on T. T for Tempest.
Good. Now the others.
Release that which you hold.
Oh, we forgot to sell our mana flask. That's alright. We have to go back to town after.
He's in.
I may as well check the vendor. Like, I could consider
The
buying an
wound
iron
only
ring
by a
if there's
crimp.
one there.
These are just some odds and ends of mine.
Oh, that's too good to ignore. I'm
that
gonna
one
buy
spoke
it.
to me as well.
Should I buy this one too? Yeah, why not? We ballin'. Now we can actually. Yeah, that was completely unnecessary. We're not exactly low on. We are kind of low on transmutes, but whatever.
Goodbye.
Do we have a belt we can use? No. Oh, mana and int. All attributes. Yep. All right. Good to go. Good to go. I hate the Grim Tangle with a passion. We're not gonna full clear it. It would be nice if I get the temple charges from this area, but I'm not gonna spend any more time in here than I have to because it's pretty rippy. The poison AoE effects on the ground
Magic still thrives.
can be pretty deadly. Alright, good damage. Good damage. 1 hit, 2 hits. That's what we like to see for campaigning. Yeah, these guys go. So I'm gonna hug right. And okay, it's a dead end, awesome. Still hug right. Ooh, Lazuli, very nice. All attributes, that's very good. Oh, and lightning damage. We are absolutely balling for early game. Red chest, maybe red body armor? Spear. I'm not gonna bother checking that stuff. We are low on transmute, so we could. We've killed every other mob except for the one that got consumed.
There's another.
Alright. Yeah, I think we just keep moving. this is interesting. I might go into something like that later on. I kind of want to go Titan, try that Ascendancy out so we get more bonuses from small passives, but with all the travel nodes we have to take, I think it might be diluting the, I guess the power behind that Ascendancy. I'll just get our attributes above 20, and then we'll just probably go strength for the rest of the way.
3 to come.
So continuing on. I'll tell you what, Contagion is nice just to help with early game clear. I suppose we're skipping the boss in this area. We don't need to talk to Lachlan. He's crazy anyway. This guy's not so bad. If we made a quarterstaff mill, like monk to begin with, we could find the quarterstaff in our stash before making this character, but I kinda can't be bothered with that. Alright, we're going here. So these two bosses in this cemetery area have, they do fire
the
damage.
Eternals back in their graves.
That's a bit of a bait. Tempted to try and get some fire resistance before continuing here because they're pretty easy bosses, but they can be a bit dicey if you can take them. So I think we'll just clear this area and try and fight it. Either from here or from just towards. Okay, please have fire res. That does have fire res. Yep, that's good. That's something. belt. Nice. With armor and fire res. Oh my god. Talk about streamer client. Alright, cool. We got some fire res. I think that's enough. We can go and do the bosses, but I think I'll stick to the plan and just clear this area.
Tower!
Anyway, we got exalted for that. Okay, so we'll go strength. What's this? Area of... Wait, increased attack area damage. Area of effect. That would actually be very useful to get. I think I'm just going to pick this up. And... Do I pick this up? Strength and dex. Hits against you have 20% reduced critical damage bonus. That sounds really good. And it's only for 1 point away from where we're going, so I'll probably take that. Go down here. Maybe I'll take this later. I don't know about the reduced attack speed. That it's only 5%, but yeah, we'll sort of figure it out as we go. We are kind of winging this build. We haven't done any POB stuff. Better way to build with hardcore. If we rip, we can just play it really well. To be fair, damage seems pretty good right now. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna just drag him out into a more open area. Stay away from this.
I need more time.
Ooh, this one doesn't. Oh, he's fast. Alright, so it's gonna be hasted the entire side. Still relatively slow. Took those jumps. Ooh, wait, he's stuck. This guy should start prepping some decent. We're actually doing really good damage. We could just keep doing this. Alright, let's see into that. Alright. We might check these, they might have movement. We got pretty good rings already. I think we got kind of lucky. We got another iron ring. Definitely going to use some currency on it. Regen and life. That might actually be more important than this. I think we're going to just put this on here. So we don't sacrifice a lot of damage. We sacrifice a little bit of damage, but we're also getting it back because of the fact that it's an iron ring. Most important, in hardcore, you do need to prioritize things like life and defenses.
Face me!
You don't need to be exceptionally good at the game. It's more of a mentality change. More of like a different style of play than regular trade league. And we forgot to upgrade it. Let's do that now. Get a little bit of damage in. Yeah, that's really good damage. We have another skill gem. Oh, we got heaps. And we're gonna do killing palm. We don't need power charges per se, but if we can. Alright, so 6 fire resistance is the lowest roll, so it's probably worth checking these. We don't have fire resistance on any of that, so I'm gonna go back to base. See if we can buy another piece of gear with fire resistance on it. Also, we can free up some inventory space too. This is kind of nice, especially with the flat ES. I think that's probably the highest tier that you can get at this stage of the game, but I'm not really too interested in saving gear for other characters. It's easy enough to gear your character at the beginning of a run.
Goodbye.
You know, with a little bit of gold and just, you know, move forward. So what do we got here? We got life flaws, we got mana flaws, we can just sell them. I'll put that in here just for leveling alts.
It makes fun. I will stay safe if you can.
Oh. Would you look at that? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this ring for the upcoming bosses, and then we're gonna we might just continue using it, and I'll save this ring for an alt character if needed. Do we even need to check the vendor? I think it's worthwhile. We may as well.
What would you like?
12 to 24. It might. Life per enemy hit is potentially useful. Alright, let's check this. Do we have movement speed? Fire res. Oh, these looks like some great gloves, but we've been spending so much gold. I really don't want to. I really don't want to be spending all of my gold on Act 1 gear because it's going to get replaced very quickly. Probably before GNOI anyway, so.
This place has not been.
Alright, so I might go some Falling Thunder action. Just make it a little bit more fun. We're probably just gonna stick with the terrain just wasn't in my favor there for the big multi-kill lineup. Alright, also let's just get out and take it quicker. So there is some loot in this area, in the corners. Like there's a downstairs kind of secret area. If I find it, I find it. If I find the boss before that, I'll probably just do the boss. chest here, this would be great. Doing decent damage. Which is good. So do we want area of effect? What's going to be our skill? I think we might do Ice Strike. Tempest Fire can be a bit cumbersome when you don't have good attack speed. It's nice that they've updated the armor. Alright, we found the weak room. Can we? We're looking for a rare pair of boots with 10% movement speed. That would be ideal. Or better gloves. Yeah, why not? Why not? That does seem better. More life. Yeah, these are clearly better. It gives us some armor as well. I haven't fully decided what type of gear I want to be running in the end game, but I'm probably going to go some kind of hybrid setup with a bit of energy cure, possibly evasion.
Your soul will be
I
quite
think I'll pro armor evasion. I'll do energy shield evasion. So we need a decent amount of strength because I want to run possibly like Carol the Bash and time attack. And
I need more time.
maybe Wind Dancer. So we'll pick up some evasion nodes somewhere. So the fire resistance is helpful if you get hit. So far we can. See if we can tank this one. Not really. It does do a bit of damage. I think we would have died if we didn't get fire res.
Your name has
Alright,
long been
please move
maligned
this
in
way.
Ogem Draven. This was
Oh, that's okay. I'll just carry on. Carry on, carry on. There's often...
Feel my wrath!
There's often like strong boxes in here. Yeah, I'll take a support jam. It's a bit of a jink as well. How is that a projectile? So we should probably put rage on now. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at this chest armor. Oh, this is excellent. This is actually really good. Double res, regen, life, increased armor, 6 mod. Yeah, awesome. little bit lower on cold res, but we can fix that before we get to Gino. This is extremely weird. Not where I was aiming at all, but there's two of them. Yeah, so far so good. Get out of here. Oh, my life. Oh, my life there. That was really intense. But all good. I think we've done. The boss has to be this way. I mean, I think it's this way. Lapis amulet is pretty good. I could use an alchemy override, but I don't know, I'm happy with it. I don't think I'll be using high tier currencies like Reavers and Exalt. Maybe Reavers, but
Die already!
whatever. Pretty straightforward.
Cruelty was immortalized in song, Hesinia.
You have the key.
Yes, I have the key. This fight can be a bit rippy, but
What is this?
usually okay.
Graves. Is the bell?
So we just need to get a rare boots,
Torquil, Callum,
maybe a rare helmet.
the family of Count Lachlan of Olgam.
I mean,
My family.
I'm gonna
This doesn't make any
cast
sense.
speed,
They're
spell
dead.
damage.
Those bastard Eternals.
I'm gonna keep this just
I
for a
must make them
spellcaster.
pay. I must
If I decide to play one. I'll do that first. Oh, that hurts. I might just keep this as well. And get out of the way of this ground degen. If we do get a quick line attack, we don't want to be on less than full life. Whoa. That was extremely weird. We tried to dodge. Yeah, I'm just tilted at what happened before. We tried to dodge out of the way of the slam. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just the timing of the holding down the space bar, and it just started sprinting in the opposite direction.
Old man. You've
Not
earned
ideal.
it.
Wait, that's actually... that would be pretty good for another character. So I'll check it in the leveling gear. Alright, so hunting ground is usually a good point to just go back to town and do the dialogue with Yuna so that you can start identifying items for free with the hooded one.
You found.
And seeing as we're here, we can just do a little inventory cleanup and potentially check vendors and see maybe we can get a better weapon.
I don't know how to ask. It's in my. Please, take your time. This.
Yes.
So if we are.
Okie doke. This is pretty cool. It's got a bit of everything. Yeah, compared to what we have, it's it's pretty good. So I'm gonna use this.
I wait here.
I don't know how for, I don't know for how long though.
That hooded fella. Here's what I got.
I guess we could sell, or we could disenchant.
Go.
I do seem to run out of regals, but I'm also running low on gold now too. So honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to play a spellcaster, but you never know. Just have it there. Okay, we need to start using some support gems. I'm tempted to put rage on something. I gotta be a little bit careful with what support gems I cut, because we're gonna be changing our skills around shortly when we get a tier 5 skill gem, and that's why I like Glacial Cascade if you are starting quarter stuff, because when you go into Ice Strike you can just swap that over to Ice Strike. So in saying that, I think what I'll do is I'll put rapid attacks on here. I can put that on Ice Strike when I get it, so that'll be 2 supports. And then the next one here is, I could put something on Tempest Bell, but since we only use it for bossing and I don't really have any problems with any of the bosses, I could put Rage on there. But Killing Palm we do seem to use pretty frequently if you want to throw down some Falling Thunder. So there's one that gives additional charge. I think that's going to be good enough for now. So we'll keep that, we'll use it for when we get level 11. Oh, these are probably better than what we have. Armor and Vision, so now we can put them in there. We'll sell. We could sell them, but
I've changed my mind.
Within me, I will treasure it.
can also allocate another skill. Surely Infernal Cry would be good. I wasn't planning on using it, but we can use it. Like, we could just do Infernal Cry, but alternatively we could do Staggering Palm, but I feel like that's too many palm strikes. We got Killing Palm and Staggering Palm, and then generating charges, and then keeping your wind projectiles up. It's just too much micromanagement. Like, it's cool, but it's
A little what? See, well, you pay them.
He
very
lives up to
efficient.
his reputation.
So then I don't know what I'm going to do with this skill gem. I'm just not going to use it. I'll put it in my stash. Why not?
I've collected these. Oh, I like this vibe.
Alright, we're good to go. Hunting ground. I'm just gonna go and get all the waypoints and do a couple other things here.
Head a hunt. Don't worry.
Oh, we didn't check around for a better weapon.
Straight to it then. The hunt begins.
Oh, we can, I don't know what happens if we skip this, surely.
Tarry.
As most ghosts just never spawn. Even if they did, I would probably do that because they're just annoying most of the time. Like, there's rare monsters here. Just go there. There's spirit. Have you found?
Stay on it. That's the one. Put it down. Let it call.
I'm aiming at this
Don't
grab.
give it a chance to recover. Finish it.
Actually, our recovery rate.
That
reduced
were a
charges
good
per
hunt.
Eh. Alright, found Fraythorn. I'm not gonna complete Fraythorn just yet, even though I potentially could.
So
What I
this
want to
is
do
where
is
the
just grab
clanless
the
live.
waypoint
There are far more of them
and
than
be
I
going to.
expected.
Why is it so far away? Crazy. We grab the waypoint and we just go back. I'm gonna do Ogum Farmlands and get the 2 passive points from this area and 2 passive points from Ogum Farmland before we do Fraythorn. Some people like to leave it even later. Like once they kill the Act 1 boss, but I don't think it's necessary. Kind of forgetting that we actually have Glacial Cascade. I want to do the boss here. Oh, I'll go Farmlands, may as well. This is totally not necessary because we're going to be coming back here anyway. You could do this just from the checkpoint, but in case I decide to go and have a cigarette or something like that and the instance resets, at least I've got the waypoint. It's by no means the fastest or most efficient way to do it. The speedrunners don't play the game like me, I don't think. They're certainly not fighting rush ones as much as I am. They're not trying to speedrun. Should I take the area of effect? What's... Surely that's gonna be good, right? Surely it's gonna be good. Like if we get Herald of Thunder and maybe go Tempest Flurry, that lightning bolt that comes down and the Herald of Thunder is gonna be like really good clear. And we should be relatively tanky as well.
Is that what's been eating our cattle?
Alright, what's this way here? That was good damage.
Get away from me!
It does look like the glacial cascade is already
Rage all you want,
a
beast!
single area of effect now. And if it affects our spell, that's good too. Sometimes you place it down in the bottom. Dude, having this perfectly rolled Azure Amulet is such a nice quality of life.
One less danger to threaten our home.
Okay. There is a level 4 skill gem in the middle of this area, but I don't need it. It's the level 5 skill gem that we really want. Okay, did we get a good farmlands layout? Not ideal.
Steel yourself! Should be the last we do.
That should be. Oh, I gotta look closer. I think Glacial Cascade is a good candidate. We can also go in if we want to, so just gonna leave our stuff. Yeah, we'll come and pick it up later. So grab this area of effect node. I think I'll just grab this one as well. It's a pretty good defensive node that's like not that far away from where we need to go. Like if I had to spend 3 or 4 points to take it, then I would just not, but it's 1 point. So I think we're getting a lot of value here. And now I think probably the best thing to do is to go, ooh, could we go here? Attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, proj damage. Oh, that just doesn't work. Wait, do we have projectiles on a quarterstaff? Like, isn't charge staff? Oh, wait, should we go this way and, you know, leverage our life regeneration? I think we should, just for fun. Like, I think that could be cool. Anyway, I need to go to the toilet, so I'll just be right back. Just gonna have a drink first. Alright, so Val Ruins, come back out, get our stuff.
This place has taken a beating.
So as far as the temple
Glows
goes,
like the
I don't know
beacons
how to build a good
outside.
temple. I do know we can do something like this. Do I just place down rooms? Alright, let's do something like this. Why do I have 12 crystals? Oh, okay, so the crystal count is a count locked, but the temple is character
The temple shifts
shared,
beneath my feet.
something like that. Yeah, I feel it won't be using Contagion anymore, it was just good for Red Veil. Well, while we had pretty shitty gear.
The temple opens before
We still have pretty
me.
shitty gear, but...
Face me!
That's a big slam. Oh, pretty good. Very good. Get another room here. It's practically just helmet that we might want to upgrade. So if we see a helmet, we'll pick it up. Socket gear is not really that important to pick up anymore because I feel like you get a lot from the temple. And there are areas in the campaign where they have guaranteed ones. So I think a really strong piece of advice before Dawn of the Hunt, which is 0.3. But it's certainly not required. Wait, do we get a gem color from this? In a way, that's actually so useful. Oh damn, the only problem is that we will be using Tempest Bell. Use on that. I didn't realize we had the option to take it because for the things like alchemy workbenches, you didn't have that option to take the currency in the campaign. Maybe it was a glitch and you can't now. Why did that require Ren? Res. Hello.
Feel my wrath!
I'm trying to attack you. Exalted workbench. So can we take it? No, we can't. We can only craft. So that's got 6 mods. That's got. What could we get on a prefix here? We could get more damage, which I don't think we need. If we get cold res on this, if we get a resistance on this, that'll be really big. Okay, we got a little bit of flat armor evasion, which is never a bad thing. Oh, we are level 11 now, so we can use our helmet. Just fuck that off. What's our resistance situation at? 25, 27, 61. That's pretty good. So I might use a cold charm for fight. That would be the common sense thing to do. Let's use it on the amulet. What did we get? We got a little bit more mana. Never a bad thing.
Medallion. I think I've got something in here about
Pretty good
those.
workbench.
Ah, yes. This will come in handy for exploring the temple
Strength.
further.
Very
Let's see what we
nice.
can do with the back of the console.
Alright, so originally my plan was to go attributes, and I can at some stage take some more area of effect, but just damage with two-handed weapons, which is quarterstaff. Although getting, I mean, just even the 40% flask life recovery rate is pretty good. But just the regen, because we've already got a little bit of regen here. And then that would be 1.25% plus 0.4, 1.65% per second. And if we get some other regen, some other... Probably not going to go this way for an extra 0.4 for 2 points, but you know, if we have 2000 HP, that's like, it's not much. It's definitely not a good layer of defense by itself, but we could potentially use that unique ring if we find one that gives you consecrated ground while stationary. So if we're using, like, I don't know, hitting our bell, we should be regenerating a lot of HP. But yeah, life builds by themselves apparently are not that good, so I don't think I want to invest too heavily in that. We also do need to do a lot of traveling to get to the quarterstaff nodes, and potentially some of the crit and evasion stuff. So if we go this way, we use 3 points. If we go this way, we only use 2. And we've already used 2 points here that are unnecessary, but just kind of like too good to ignore. And well, 2 here as well. So I think we'll just go here. And we'll get some... Yeah, we'll get Dex and Dex. Oh, we only have one. Fair
Console.
enough. What is our life regenerate? 8.5 already, and that's from... Okay, it's mostly from our gear. I think we're getting like... Ooh, what's this? This is 0.5% life regen per maximum life. Yeah, so with more investment, it's not going to be that much better. Greater mana flask. We could use it, but... decided yet. Also don't care enough to spend time making a decision about it because it's one of those things that it really doesn't affect much and spend a lot of time on decisions that don't really matter that much. You'll end up wasting a lot of time. Found the loot box. I don't know why, but loot kind of sounds like dirt.
I can put right one thing, at least.
Trying to figure out where it's coming from. Maybe because it's Uno's loot? Uno's flute? Uno's loot flute? I think it's just an associated thing. Uno's a bit of a babe anyway. Alright. Nothing else really to do here. Oh, this is a bit dicey. Just gonna... What do we got here? Just gonna get into the next area before we get those 2 passive points. Might have gone the wrong way. Movement speed with more stuff. It is lacking cold resistance though. We might not find better boots. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I think it's this way. We might not find better boots before GNR, so I'm just going to keep the ones I have because they've got the rune in them. Oopsie. Should be fine. Well, maybe we were going that way. I heard it. So for this stage of the campaign, this character feels pretty strong. Pretty strong.
What have they done? The bastards.
Alright, let's go this time. Now the big question is, do we go Ice Strike or Tempest Flurry?
You found, I think.
Together, we will rebuild.
The other big decision here is, do we spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to get this? Or do we skip that and try and get to somewhere else on the tree? I'm pretty interested in this node. If you haven't dealt a critical hit lately, I mean that should be up constantly, right? Because if you crit at 50%, then recently, which is 4 or 8 seconds, you will pretty much always not be dealing a critical hit. And if you are dealing crits and not getting the bonus, then that's good too. But I don't know if it means that if you have dealt a crit, then you don't get the increased critical hit chance. I don't think it does, because it simply just says if you haven't dealt a critical hit recently, then that condition is active, regardless of if you have. I feel like our damage is good enough. We don't need to take these. So if we go down here without taking that damage, what can we get here that's going to be useful? One-handed weapons, grenade skills. Okay, so not us. Adrenaline rush. That could be good. I just don't like nodes like this in favor of just taking the dual socket and continuing on going this way, because it's, you know, 3-point investment and it's conditional. It's only really good for mapping. It does nothing while bossing. What is this? Increase damage if you have an ally in your presence. Is an ally a totem? Well, this sounds pretty good. Life leech is instant. There's nothing too appealing about going this way as opposed to going across here. Or I don't know which way we'll go. We probably won't go this way because then we miss out on dual sockets. But I mean, the only real appeal of going here is the dual socket. But, well, we pick up another dual socket here, and then we can get something like this, which is good defensively, and something like skill speed, movement speed. Then we can get like herald damage, another dual socket, some quarter stuff, crit. And then it's also got access to these crit nodes, and we can go around here to meld patient barrier. So what would be the most point efficient way of getting to at least here? I guess it would be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's exactly the same, but minus 1 dual socket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Still get a dual socket. We could pick up this. And we could pick up that. Yep, that's what we're doing. Oh, we're gonna have to. We'll have a lot of attributes. That's probably a good thing. keep these boots for another character.
I like to hold on to. Oh, be careful.
Oh, I got some other rings we could use. Oh wow. I mean, that's an insane ring for level 12. And I think we can just swap that out. That gives us good cold resistance. Yeah, we are. Did we use Una's loot? Yeah, that's what we were doing just then. So we're gonna go this way. Oh, hang on. That's a 3-point detour. Hang on. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so it's an extra level to get to there, but we can also take this without having to go 1, 2, 3. So extra level. I think we're saving. Yeah, I think we go this way. And then if we wanted to, we can take melee damage, stun build up, strength, melee damage, melee damage, melee damage. Yeah, we could take this if we wanted to. Beautiful. Alright, that's gonna be it. Open Village? Yeah. Still rocking our magic quarterstaff with the +2. And we're not really lacking on damage. Oh, we got hit. I mean, we're pretty tanky. Yeah, damage is good. Probably need to be a little bit careful in. Ooh. That one's better, but. Alright, so change of plans. We're gonna go slightly along the way around. Alright, that's some bullshit. Enemy? Why move there? Yeah, we ran out of wisdom scrolls, which is. I thought we'd been picking them up. See, pop it back down. How's that single target? Pretty good. Could be better, but for a 2-mod magic weapon. Damage is good. Boss fight. We'll get the level 5 skill gem after this if we go back to town, talk to this lady that we rescued.
Surely we can.
Bastard! Face me!
I'll get some freeze on this guy. Skill speed.
Fight or die!
Why did our belt? I don't really care about all these enemies. You just keep moving in a circle. It's also the same reason why you see just
Death is not
tiles of
revenge
targets
enough
that are
for
like
what
shield
you've
fragments. It's just slightly moving. And it's terribly annoying, but you can use it to your advantage against mobs as well. Talk to Latus. What a name. It's the female version of Cletus. I'm pretty sure the guys that gave her the
None
name
will stop me from
were
enacting
aware of that,
vengeance.
or at least did it as a joke between themselves. Alright, we'll go back. I think I'm gonna make a coffee, have a cigarette, so I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. And then we'll get back into it and hopefully take down Gino. Which I'm pretty sure we will. We need to be level 14, I think, to use it, which is fine, so... Yep, short break. I'll be back. awesome. Love a bit of history through YouTube shorts. Alright, cool. We may as well clear out inventory because I don't really want to come back through the Ogum village. That's a pretty good leveling bow. I do think if I rip this character, I will probably play a bow build. 28, 26. And also these gloves are not bad for like, what are level 11. Alright, we're running out of space for our what do you get from this? Actually, I might keep that. I'm gonna keep that for the what's it called? Alright, let's just do the meta thing. We'll take the cauldron. This is
Stick to the cards.
this is what you should do before Geonor. Take the cauldron. We're gonna socket it and chuck it in our gloves for some extra cold res. We're at 61%. 61 fire is also nice, but the cold is the main thing before Geonor. If you have like 35, that's probably okay. Higher the better. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I'll just keep the support because why not? Sell
I
this.
like to hold on to the seamless shadows.
Sell this
of birth.
and back we go. Ooh, actually, now would be a good time to go to Freythorn and get our spirit gem, and the quest reward for that is the we can take a cold charm, which we don't need. We have 61 res, but
Face me!
I just like to get this done. Okay, there's one. Not the character I was aiming at.
That voice.
Oh, please.
We'll probably upgrade our flasks soon. Don't really need to kill him. We could use a bit of contagion. Just need to stay moving, don't get hit by the poison arrows, don't get surrounded. If they tee up and attack, dodge it, don't stay in the same place attacking, you get surrounded. If things start getting... things start going badly and you're already surrounded, that's probably going to be a good way to play it. Might actually... 16 to 26. You know what? That's probably already better than what we have right now. Best way to tell is probably with our auto attack 110, 113. Yeah, so that's even without mods. Crit bonus, accuracy. Yeah, we're not critting very often. Alright. It's probably... I just want to find the next ritual. I have to do one more. Maybe bad. Not interested in fighting all of this. It's probably in the middle somewhere, but we still haven't found the entrance for the actual encounter. Oh, so where is it? Here it is. Bit of a weird layout for this area. What is this part? Like, what is this layout? There's nothing here. It's a complete dead end. I suspect it is over here somewhere. I think we want like a good amount of dex and in. Although taking more strength in the beginning is probably not the worst. Oh, here it is.
Must destroy this any further.
Trick with this one, when it's the red one, it means you have to stand still, otherwise you get stunned. If you want to reposition, you can dodge roll right at the very end before you get stunned, and then stand still, and you should be able to get some more distance, some movement out of it without getting stunned. So we're just going to dodge this, and keep running, keep moving. Keep We're gonna dodge this one because it's got a big AoE. Maybe a slam. Very well telegraphed. Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna take that. Alright, now we need to make a big decision here because I mean, we could actually go Herald of Ash. Regardless of if we use Tempest Flurry or Ice Strike, this will still be pretty good. Whereas if we went Herald of Ice or Herald of Thunder, we would need to decide now if we're going to use Tempest Flurry or Ice Strike on our character. So that would give us some flexibility because we could, if we use one and we don't like it, we could switch to the other one and it's still gonna work. We could also go Wind Dancer, which is gonna be good. Maybe not now, but later when we start getting some evasion. We could go Ghost Dance, which I think has been nerfed a little bit, and it's actually not that good for us right now because we don't have much evasion, so I think that's probably going to be the least impactful viable Spirit Gem. So wow, you know what? I'm thinking when we have 100 spirit, we'll go Herald of Ash, Time of Need, and Overwhelming Presence, and we'll invest in stun build up, armor break, something like that. I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Herald of Ash.
Shadows should remain with flame of the forge.
Because it looks cool as fuck. And we put magnified area on it. So I think Finn should have come and spoke to us. Alright, I'm liking this. I'm liking where this build is going. When we get to X2, we'll be able to pick up Storm Wave, which is like a ranged attack. It'll be lightning, but that'll still work with Herald of Ash. No, not gonna use that.
It seems shadows haunt us both.
Alright, let's just get rid of some stuff here. Hang on to that. I probably will now. Use that, and what we'll do is we'll just go like this. Let's put Rage on the bell. I think that's gonna be fun. Just for a little bit of extra damage. I don't know if it gives damage reduction, but
Steel yourself.
oh yeah. There's a lot of still okay, cool. We have a pretty tanky build. is going to be pretty good. Yeah, that's really nice. That's going to balance out our resistances so well. Another thing I want to do is get... Ooh. Wait, where's our level 5 skill gem? What happened to that? Hang on, I gotta go back. Wait. Did I put it in the stash? Yeah, I'm just silly me. Alright, cool. I guess now we need to make that decision of Tempest Flurry or Ice Strike. Okay, reasons for Ice Strike seems to be like less DPS overall. Although it's got better crowd control, the mobility on it is better. You're not locked into just traveling in a straight line forward when you're holding down Ice Strike, and if you tap the attack button while using it, you can sort of like teleport between packs. Like it actually has some gap closing. Freezing things is a good way to like stay alive. So I'm thinking Ice Strike is technically the better option, like for hardcore at least. What we want to do here is probably put our least important skills lower. We probably won't be using Falling Thunder for that much longer, but I'll keep it there because we're not running out of skill slots. But so we'll swap Glacial Cascade there, we put Ice Strike here, we put that there, and do we even want to put any supports on Glacial Cascade? We could, but I think support gems is the limitation.
What would you like?
Alright, that sucks. He doesn't have a good weapon for us.
Oh well.
But what I'm gonna do is just do a little bit of
Later.
crafting on this one. So, oh, attack speed. That's very nice. Is it worth an exalt? Honestly, I don't think so. Spend one, but there's a good chance it's going to give me something that's just not useful at all. I think what we're better off doing is just putting 2 sockets in, and getting the quality up to max. Oh, that wasn't much at all. Alright, one exalt. Oh, Fizz, yeah, alright. That, oh man, now that we got Fizz, should we use another exalt on it? No, because it'll probably roll something like, yeah, this is good enough. And we'll just chuck on... Oh. Wait, can we leech? Can we leech life? Oh, we don't have any socketables to put in there. That was... That was rushing into it a little bit, but... I think GNO is going to be much more manageable. Let's see how the Ice Strike goes. Yeah. Yeah, this feels really good. Ooh, I wouldn't mind having some charges.
Fear will test you.
So Herald of Ice would be good, but not necessary. Yeah, this is cool as fuck. Honestly, that was probably the best value Regal Exalt combo on a weapon to get attack speed. What do we get? Attack speed and flat fizz? Alright, where's Candlemans? That's what we're looking for here. Okay, I'm just gonna grab strength for a couple of nodes, just because it's never a bad thing to have like a little bit more health. Even though Gino is very magical.
One of us will.
Alright, here's King.
First ones.
What
Hear
madness
our
is this?
lament.
Alright, not dying. Here we go. This time we're going to raise up. Dodge this one. Nice and simple.
There's nothing sacred anymore.
At some stage we'll probably want to move away from that helmet, but I imagine that would potentially be around Act 3. Like we would need to have a decent helmet that gives us more than what we're getting from this unique at the moment. And it is alright, found stairs. Don't need to spend too much time full clearing everything here. We could even run past. We could run past all the mobs. I don't think I'm gonna level up to level 16 before fighting GNR, so this is cool. Like, just seeing packs of enemies blow up in a fiery explosion while they shatter as frozen is cool as hell. And I think our Herald of Ice is back. The kill damage that's responsible for fire damage. Whereas things like Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, they just do like a set amount based on. Yeah, we don't need to pick up gear at the moment. We are really, really well geared for all those. was never the area that I struggled with, other than maybe the first playthrough. I've had some dicey situations in this area, but I feel like the way to play it is you either have to be extremely passive or extremely aggressive. Because if you're like too passive, if you're like half in between, you're just stuck on the ground again. Whereas if you like pushing to the base, you're like punching back to the car, you're moving away from the ground degens. Telegraph attacks. So yeah, for this area you either need to be extremely aggressive or quite on the passive patient side. We should be no there.
Horrific! They're insane!
Alright, should be good to go. Oh, activate that, why not?
This interloper has the power we need. Kill him, and you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself! You are nothing but a tyrant!
Oh, we probably should have put over a battery. Could put it over, I put it banging on.
Open the cage!
So they don't seem to be taking damage. He just crits me and does he's in this stupid intelligence stage. Well, it's not even one of them. You need to three star. Making attack. Nice.
The eternal impure.
So with this phase, you want to stay around the edge. The wolf will always attack from the other side. If you stand in the middle, sometimes you don't have enough time to react. Thing doesn't go like that. Sure, Alright, I'm gonna have a quick speed break, even though I just had one.
The madness.
It consumed
I
my
think Act
being.
2 can be a bit of a slog
Oriana
sometimes, depending on how your gear
used
progression
it
is going,
against
but
me.
I feel like we'll get into
Where
it
has she
quickly.
taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri.
Yes.
I'm just
Find
considering putting this into my
Kill
quarter
her.
stuff, but what I'm thinking is
But
that
first,
it's probably not good
please,
to do it because
stop
I'm
the
not really
madness.
trouble with the content at the moment,
As you wish.
but in the future, this weapon still might struggle with future content, and I'll want.
We must make
I may
haste.
not get as lucky
Let us
with the
return to
mods on the
Clearfell
future
to
quarter
make-
stuff, even though it's technically better. And I'll want to have access to these resources to use later. Oh god! All right, let's.
Whatever it takes.
No movement speed, useless. Which is
You've
fine.
done what the
Don't complain about it. A lot of people do, and I don't
It is
get it.
good to see. These are just some odds and ends of mine.
Don't need anything here. Amount of mana recovered? Nah, ours is fine.
Goodbye.
Can't we can
Is that better? Cold damage? 30, 40. It's slightly worse with 2 mods. It actually might be better. I'm not a fan of stun duration. If it was stun build-up, I would be more inclined to just buy it and do the same thing I did with this one. It's just like regal it and exile once. Okay, don't need to check any of that.
if you find a find out there, do
Let's just straight up go back to, and we'll swap out our charms now. We'll take the lightning one. We will want to use a fire one at some stage. In
What
Act
have you
4.
betrayal?
The Countess.
Right. Alright, so we hit our first resistance penalty area, but our resistances are still looking pretty healthy. Like, I'm not going to go for 75%. If they stay above 30, and
A
that's
culture
gonna be
of
good enough for me.
warriors.
Above 50 for the act bosses in particular fights,
I will have to show them what I can do.
it's probably good enough. So, I'll be back in 5 minutes. down back. Probably should have noticed. I don't really like this area, so we're not going to spend too much time here. I'll clear big packs, why not? Okay, so I think we're well ahead of our attribute requirements, but I'm gonna keep going and distribute them somewhat evenly. Ooh, an exalted. Just don't care about the chest. I mean, you could argue that. Whoa, multiple projectiles. That's scary. God damn it. Okay, also not this way. It's probably going to be top right. Could be this way. If I really wanted to get next time, I would probably be picking up plus just to sell for gold because they don't take up much inventory space. Hopefully we have max power charges when we start this fight, so we can just go up here and go. Really, we want to fight this guy on this side of the arena. Yeah, because then we don't get custody. I really wish the bell if we keep using I probably want to do that in that area.
An ambush!
It is done.
Anyway,
I
let's
should
get
return
back.
to the caravan.
I think we need to upgrade our bell. Yeah, it's pretty low level. So a couple things to think about when getting an Act 2 is that
Beast.
15% movement speed boosts do become available, I think at the beginning of Act 2, which we can...
I've got some trinkets.
I'm gonna just
I
reroll
will
this
tell
one.
your
I think
tale.
we're pretty good on sockets. Solid string.
Do not wander. Who goes there?
Let's see what
Take
the
your
vendor
time.
has. First thing I'm interested in is boots with 15% movement speed, and there's one right here. So we might also have
Blessings.
boots in our stash that we could use. 10, 10. That doesn't have any movement speed. Why do I have that in there? We need to be 28 for these ones, which 45 for those. Gear is good. We're not struggling with content. I'm not gonna sit here and try and min-max our rings and end up spending currency on stuff that we don't need to do. But I will just try and roll the stuff onto these boots and... Oh god. Do you know, I actually think that even though these have 15% movement speed, we might be better off just with these ones until we find a pair that's on a base that we sort of want, because like just like sure we have some energy shield, but I think our energy shield's going to be pretty much gone when we're fighting anything, so I would rather have a little bit of other mitigation. Armor evasion is a good candidate for that, since we don't really have at this point you know, a big source of energy shield like passive nodes on the tree or a chest piece that's giving us energy shield. So, and also as well as that we rolled basically I think pretty much the minimum stun threshold. I'm not going to spend exalts on that
I am
and
a
try
son,
and
Remainer.
hope to get lucky that our last 3 mods are going to be good, because that's not a good way to spend currency. I think we just accept the fact that it's not good
the trail you
right
had your
now.
orders.
Movement speed is less important when you're using Ice Strike 2. Even with Tempest Flurry, I don't think movement speed actually affects the speed at which you traverse while attacking, so it's just helpful for like running through areas. But we're not speed running. We're playing hardcore.
What could they need so much?
We care more about not dying than we do about
the scale.
going a little bit faster. And another thing is we got sprint now, so yeah, we gotta get over it.
No challenge.
It's gonna make our single target a lot smoother. We'll have more uptime. Okay, so melee damage and stun build up for 4 points. Wait, how much total melee damage is that? 28 plus 15 is, I don't know, 43? 43 for 4 points with strength. Because if not that, then this, which we probably will get before Act 2 boss, which is probably going to be useful against Jamon-Ra. Alright, we take it. More damage is probably going to be helpful. 49. I was wondering how we were so tanky, and it just we had really high damage with a little bit of a move. So, yeah, this is going pretty good. Our biggest worry, or at least what I'm worried about, nothing up until Act 4. You've got a couple of bosses right at the end of Act 4 that kind of shit, really, like Act 4 and boss is kind of cool, but depending on what flavor of your shot you want to use, you can either find it pretty easy or it can be just extremely bullshit with the whole arena being kind of unsafe to stand in. But he's not too bad. But the side is probably the most shit boss of that before, with his like kind of like puzzle mechanics. Phase where sometimes a quick transition like does one move in that phase and then you're back to being able to fight it normally, or sometimes you just like to chain a whole bunch of mechanics together, like on my last character. I was wondering what to do on that. It's like talking, no, at the same time. And then he casts one timing followed by another one overlapping it, which I didn't see. And, but tankiness doesn't mean much if you get clipped by a one-shot mechanic. A little bit of RNG, a little bit of complacency on my side because I'm paying attention. Kind of hard to like. Kind of hard to make the best fight. Phase transition. Like if you can't damage them, they shouldn't be able to damage you. Maybe, I don't know. Skill issue. The other times I fought the boss, do multiple mechanics while phase transitioning type bullshit that seems really cheesy. Yeah, going pretty well. We take the damage nodes. We have some pretty good defense already, so we took defense first. We can take a little bit of damage, and then we might head over to the other side of the tree where we want to end up. And if we do take some defensive nodes on over there, awesome. In hardcore, always best to play off as defense is overpowered, but if you get lucky with finding the air and rolling good slams, you can. But yeah, as for leveling experience, I think Ice Strike was definitely the right choice. Without control, go across explosions. Easy. What does that do? Nothing. Ooh, a chaos orb. Crackling quarter staff. might just do a little check on PoE to see what the breakpoints are for like mod tier increases on quarterstaffs. Because if it's like gear where it can roll a higher resistance at level 25, then quarterstaffs might have a level where they're allowed to roll higher physical damage, higher increased fizz, or higher tiers of crit. And if that's the case, and it's not very far away, there's not much point in upgrade stuff right now. Oh, look at that. Very limited goals. There's no point trying to cross. If in a couple of levels we can find something. It depends. Like if we find something that's got exactly what we want, attack skill, of the highest available roll, that's probably going to be what you can roll. That's why it's worth looking at a couple levels before the next increase in tiers are available. For anyone that doesn't understand, there's a website called poedb.com.tw, and it's got information about modifiers. So pick an item that you'd like to see what the modifiers are that can roll on it. You click on, say, modifiers and click on rings, for example, and then it will show you what mods are available to roll on rings, and also what level the gear piece needs to be to roll. So it's a very helpful tool, very helpful website. Look up on there. Not sponsored, but hit me up, PoEDB. Crafters, hardcore situations with many currency. Some information on how to best spend your currency. Right. Found the boss. Fire is pretty good.
How do we?
Can we get above these? Oh, this is a good boss. Evasion, energy shield. We could... Alright, let's get back to caravan.
Quickly.
Wait, so... Just something I considered. If we end up taking this node and I do use the skill Stormwave, it might be considered a melee attack, even though it's got a ranged sort of projectile to it. We have to see when we get to that stage. Alright, let's hold this. Stun duration, not... I mean, it's got a higher... It's got a higher maximum, but a lower minimum. That's a lot of lightning damage. Well, I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna check PoEDB and see what the threshold is for quarterstaffs. I hope my game is not. I hope my stream is not capturing my screen, and I hope it's capturing my game while I alt tab. But let's go to what am I trying to type? PoeDB.tw. Yes. PoE 2. Alright, so modifiers. Weapons. Two-handed weapon, quarterstaves. 16 and 33. Okay. So the highest we can roll now is T6 for physical and increased physical. And for attack speed, 22 we can roll higher attack speed. 20 we can roll crit. So I think based on what I found
Browse
out,
as long as you like.
we can look to upgrade our quarterstaff now or in a few levels. It doesn't really matter that much because the highest tier of increased fizz is the same. I'm not a fan
As
of...
you wish.
Oh wow. Fire, cold and chaos. I mean, it's good, but
This could stay inside.
okay, let's see what a res looks like at this point. Yeah, the damage reduction we're getting from our fur plate is really good. And it sort of wonks our resistances a little bit. I'm just going to keep it on my inventory and I'll use it for the Valhalla fight. Not getting much in the way of support gems. Actually, we can use higher tier support gems if we wanted to. Rapid attacks too. You know what? Let's do that. So that's from our other character. Died yesterday.
Yes?
I'm all good with using the supports as they become available. I think the game's more enjoyable when it's kind of like you're not that OP. It sort of trivializes the content a little bit when you just like deck your character out with perfect jeweler's orbs on all of your skills and then put like 5 tier 5 support gems in
Why
every
have
skill.
we stopped?
The Halani gates are
And then at that
Fight
point
to the
you'll
last.
have probably 6 mod gear in every slot. Yeah, sure, it's a good way of getting a character to endgame, but I think I'm playing hardcore because I enjoy the process of building its
So,
characters
our
through the
city, let
campaign
us
that's strong enough to get
fight to
there.
the last.
Let's hope that doesn't bite us in the butt. I think I'll just go back to the fire area. I think that's so cool that that attack that monster does makes his sound cut out for a while. let's get some more melee damage. Right, we're nearly finished that node, and then we can start traveling over to the other side of the tree, sapphire. It's not gonna, I doubt it's gonna be better than. Oh, we should have got a support gem to put over on our probably gonna have support make not interested spiders. We got bigger spiders in Australia. We're sort of at that point now where using Killing Palm on anything other than finishing a boss is a little bit pointless. The time it takes to get power charges and line up a good Falling Thunder is makes it pointless when we can just do this. Still hugging the left. Okay, we're probably going the wrong way now. I don't want to be going up to the...
These statues are older than anything I've ever seen.
So talking about the little checklists thing, there's 2 things you need to do in this area. 3 if you want to be... there's like a secret guarantee you look around in all the areas. A yellow chest where you can get stuff. There's also Barbella, which is a boss here, and that gives us access to the ascendancy. So we found the eggs. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for... I've got power charges on that. Or level 19. We're actually, that's pretty normal for this stage of the campaign. Pretty normal. Nope, not interested. Yeah, so this is one of the layouts that because the exit is not on the exterior. Oh, it kind of is. But it's like sort of in the middle, so you might you could miss it. Sometimes when you play the campaign, you end up finding what you're looking for the first time around. Other times, every time you go to an area and the thing that you can't find, it's always in the last place you look, meaning that you've basically ended up recreating the entire area that you are going for, and that can become
I know nothing.
a little bit annoying. Some people probably attribute that to saying that the areas are too large or that the campaign feels like a slog, but I have a feeling that some people path around areas with a little bit less purpose and they make it a bit more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, depending on how you path around an area, it can make a big difference. was gonna switch my armor to a She seems to be wigging out of this fight. I don't know what's going on. Normally she's a lot more deadly than that.
A coin. When? What is this?
Alright, now we can checkpoint our way back to... This is going to be a bit dicey. No, it's fine. We checkpoint our way back here. We probably want to kill a little bit more stuff in this area. Just level up a bit more.
Let battle be joined.
Summon people ready.
I open the gate.
So I think we'll probably get to... Alright, let's check what that gives us. 331, 360. Not much of an increase, but we got the strength gain from that.
Continue the assault. Slay them all.
I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. I suppose maybe until I run It's still pretty good with zero investment. I don't think you have any skills in it either. What should that say about the power of contagion? It's pretty good. Do this. I'm not getting currency. Charges per second, that is really good. It basically means we have infinite mana in long drawn out fights like Act 2 boss for example. So we'll be looking for, oh, we've got such a full inventory. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it on the ground because we're coming back. I'm just going to clear my inventory and we'll come back there and check all of the caches, impaled corpses, whatever they're called.
So,
I don't have to come back halfway through. I don't think I'm going to use the... It's almost...
do not wander.
It's too good to get rid of. No, we should also do this. 11 evasion, 3 all attributes. Could that have rolled worse? Probably not. Yeah, it's too good to get rid of. Okay, we're gonna start using this tab now. And I've got to go to the toilet, so what I'm gonna do is...
Take your time.
Ooh, crescent quarter stuff.
Warm night.
Just gonna go back to the area, pause, and then go to the toilet just so the instance doesn't reset. Be right back. Alright, we're back. So if we're gonna find a weapon upgrade in Act 2,
Open the way.
it's probably gonna be here. Yeah, well probably not, I guess. Oh, that's nice. $17 to 58. Yeah, a little bit less damage without the attack speed, but
Face me.
it's pretty quality. And it's the 2 mods, so
Allow the caravan through all 3 gates. My warriors will swarm them under.
oh, we already have one of those. I'll just keep it, sell it. I think our damage is going up a little bit now. Like, yeah, these guys have a lot, but we're definitely in need of a weapon upgrade. Just like your weapon and your chest piece probably needs to be upgraded like once per act. Not like absolutely necessary, but those are probably the two pieces of equipment, and also the weapon that will make the difference to the way character skills. Obviously, weapon upgrades are hard to come by. I mean, if you've been carrying the Act 1 weapon until the end of Act 3, pretty much anything is going to be better than what we've got. Do we want to go hybrid now? If this gives us resistance, we'll probably think about switching to... I don't know yet. I haven't decided like what type of gear I want to be running. Like, we don't have some armor. It also depends on what the classes are. Like, I just want to go for the one that gives.
Fear will vest you.
Yeah, it depends. We'll figure it out. At the moment, this seems to be pretty good. A little bit of armor, a little bit of... Seems pretty good. Level? Alright, now we can continue moving. We're gonna go this way. Right, let's get 2 more strength. So we'll get our strength over 100, because strength equals life. Life equals not back to the beach, hopefully. Oh, just heard that. Is he weak to cold? Vulnerable to cold. Oh, that's good. Yeah, a bell just literally fucking moved out of the way after he put it down. They need to address collisions in this game. They need to address the way that enemies can push things. Because the solution they have right now is kind of good, but it's also very, very cool.
Disgrace
thunderstorm happening at the moment.
This is no natural
it's-
sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with
Feels like a
sorcery.
perfect day to be at home gaming away on a rainy day. Just hoping
The Countess.
the weather stays
Thank you.
pretty chill.
John, we would didn't speak.
Level 7s. Alright, so I'm gonna just, following that principle, upgrading the weapon each act. I'm going to do that. If we get something really, really useless, I'll just discontinue with a Regal. Three to 5 cold damage is essentially useless. I don't like these ones because of their like low minimum. I'd like to have at the very least like a higher minimum and potentially even a lower maximum, but I don't know. Maybe lightning's good. Maybe that can be good.
Here we are.
I guess we're not
Shuffling
upgrading.
about this one.
We're not upgrading our weapon right now. But what we will do, I don't even want to craft this this chest piece, because we will want exalts for I would need to be 22 for that. Alright, we'll check vendor. Maybe they have a
No need to
weapon for
rush.
us. Leech's life, Leech's mana. Could be good. Only problem is the... Wait, what's the minimum on that? 17, 19 to 40, 30, 70... to 80. Wait, surely this is like double damage increase. If I really wanted to be bothered about making sure or finding out how much of a damage increase this would be, you could open POB after importing a character, and which probably the easiest way to do that is on PoE Ninja, and just get a link for importing a character. You can in-game you can hover over an item like this and press Control C to copy it, and then you can go into POB and Control paste into there's a section for it, and it will put the item in exactly as it appears in game, and then you can just swap out each item in POB and see how much of an improvement it is. But okay, fuck it. We're just
A
gonna.
deal is
All right, let's see if it number go up. Good. Wow, not by much.
sands guide you.
Not by much at all. That was probably a waste of currency.
Oh,
I'm not going to put sockets on this quarterstaff because it's not that good. I'm okay with doing quality because you don't need that many to max quality a
I
low
will show
level
them
weapon.
how a true warrior fights.
Maybe the leech is something, but like it's also not really that good at all because the base damage, the base physical damage is so low. Like this is just not it.
We have met as
Honor restored. Don't sure what this is. Do we have relics? We do. Let's just actually do this. Dodge roll distance? I don't know. Maximum life is probably pretty good. Honor resistance. Honor restored. And we can take one of these. Quantity of keys. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do that one.
I'm ready.
Temper spell. Overabundance. Maybe 21. I think I would have had a better time doing this if I was 22, because then I could use the level 7 skill factor card. Which is really good actually. Not so much in endgame, but like you can use this as a nice skill. I don't want to take it. Unnecessary honor damage here. We need to be a little bit careful with melee.
Swift magnificence.
Yeah, so this quarter stuff sucks. I would rather use the other one. Like, we either do no damage or I should have taken this a little bit more seriously. Or checked. Like tested how this water stuff plays. What? Why did they not take damage from that? They just went straight through. It's a bit of an insult for
The ritual has been
Ritual.
disrupted.
For the floor 1, it's been intense, but I like my silver keys. Alright, go this one. Pressing quarter stuff. Probably better.
That was close.
I'm pretty sure if this rolls anything half decent. Oh man, that's probably already better than what we have. 344, 387. Yeah, it's 2 more than it's already better. We'll regal it. Oh, hybrid. Yeah, nice. I think we'll go... if we go here to get the silver key, we are forced to go here. And if this has a bad affliction, we can't avoid it. But also same if we go here, and then we anyway, we're sort of bottlenecked, but I'll take the silver key. Yeah, look at it. Oh, it took a while. Not to worry. reduced honor restored. What is our honor at? Eh. I probably wouldn't take that if we had to do multiple floors, but I don't really see us losing much time. Oopsie. That's okay. Oh, it's on the other side. That's alright, I guess. I mean, we could just go the other way for the memes, it's probably faster. Yeah, we'll kill this right now.
Face me!
Restore honor, get an affliction, no thanks. Don't need it. Okay, that's lucky. This room that we were bottlenecked into doesn't give us an affliction. Let's go check the relics. If I could be bothered, probably the better way to play this is to use more than the enemy, like the carry drop safe water. And sink the water into the keys, which can open chests, and sometimes the chests can be jewel chests, which are pretty hard to come by, especially early game. It's pretty hard. You need to be pretty lucky to get a good one.
Give anything for a
But we'll take a silver key. Hopefully we can convert one of the keys into gold, because the gold chests usually do have a royal chest, and they're the ones that contain the jewels and sapphires and rubies. Alright, so pretty smooth sailing so far. Yeah.
The foe ahead is formidable.
This fight should be- we can just use a glacier cascade. Stay in a safe distance. Which I think is by no means enough to risk our run. It's gonna lead him not time to start looking at helmet upgrades yet. Alright, choose Ascendancy.
I choose my own way.
Let's have a look at Titan. So where's the one that gives... oh, you know what? I think I will get that. What's this? Slam? We're not going to be using slams. Oh, okay, so we're going to have to take this to get that. But I think we'll probably take hulking form probably as our 4th ascendancy, just because a lot of the early game stuff is just increased travel nodes. So that's also slams. More armor from equipped body armor. Okay, so I think we probably will be using some sort of armor evasion hybrid as opposed to energy shield. Maybe we fit in a unique somewhere that gives us energy shield, but it's definitely not going to be a huge energy shield pool. I think we'll probably rely on, yeah, so seeing this for the first time, I think this might actually be good. Unless we're actively upgrading gear with armor, I think this will have diminishing returns the further we get into the game. What's a crushing blow? Right. Okay. Yeah, this should be fun. Alright. So what's their region at? 9.7 and more maximum life. Immediately goes up to 13.5. So
Nothing will stop me.
I really hate to do this, but I don't want to. Alright, let's see if we get a gold key. We do not. Oh, gold royal cage. What is this? Okay, well, we got 1, 2, 3.
In the right hands, this could forge something truly exceptional.
So disappointing. Alright, we're just gonna leave. I'm annoyed. That's probably the first time I've ever done a Sekimus run and I didn't get a single dual ruby or emerald. Super disappointing. Although we do have... we don't even have a dual socket on our passive tree yet because of all the traveling that we've done, but when we get to here we'll want one. And we do have some already. Oh my god, that's probably going to be the one that we use. Evasion and attack speed with quarter staffs. What more could you want? Alright, well, I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry, a little bit burnt out. It's time for a break. So, on that note...
Yeah, have this useless gold. Stay in sight.
Yeah, gonna end the stream here. Take a break, get some food. Definitely time for lunch. So,